All right, to begin with, we're going to talk about the law of demand. The law of demand is that people do less of what they want to do as the cost of doing it rises. For instance, a person who enjoys BMWs will switch to a less luxurious car if the cost of BMWs rises too high.
Next is income and substitution effect. The income effect is the change in quantity demanded of a good that results because a change in the price of a good affects the buyer's purchasing. The substitution effect refers to the fact that when a price of a good goes up, the substitute becomes more attractive. This causes a consumer to buy the substitute. An example would be a customer buying Walmart's Great Value brand of cornflakes instead of buying the Kellogg's cornflakes.
Next, we have needs versus wants. Needs are things that are vital for humans to live, whereas wants consist of things that make living more pleasurable. For instance, I want a house on the river with a view, but all I need is a house to shelter me from the elements.
Next up is utility. Utilities represent the satisfaction people derive from their consumption activities. A great example of utilities was used in class. As a person continues to eat chocolate, the amount of satisfaction a person gets from each piece decreases.
All right. Next up, we have diminishing returns and consumptions, a property of the relationship between the amount of a good or service produced and the amount of a variable factor required to produce it. Example could be, suppose a hole is being dug by two people. The hole is just big enough for two people to shovel at one time. If a third worker comes, the returns of production would diminish.
Finally, we have consumer surplus. Consumer surplus is the difference between buyer's reservation price and the actual price for a product. For instance, a steak might be $15 at the supermarket. The customer may only be willing to pay $10. Therefore, the consumer surplus is $5.